Hi. I said I was going to pop back and put some videos on and talk about home education and the rights and everything about home education and the best way to go about it, etc. And I had planned to put some videos together in a sensible sequence and make some structured form out of it. But I wanted to talk today about, very briefly, about the big S word, socialisation. God, I'm so fed up with negative people getting on their high horse about the socialisation side of home education. Why they all seem to think that a child thrives best in a class full of 30 or more children, all the same age, all trying to be each other, all becoming little clones of each other. This one-size-fits-all education system doesn't do it for me in the first place. But to have all those children in one place, yeah, there's great aspects to it in some ways, from the fun side of point of view, but it's not a normal environment, is it? When children grow up and go out to work, they don't mix with all their own age. If you go and get a job when you're 30, you don't work with 30 people in one office that are all 30. You're working with everybody from the 16-year-old that's just leaving school to the 65-year-old who's about to retire. You might have 3 in an office, 5 in an office, 20, 30, 100. It's all different. You might be working outside, one-on-one with somebody. You could be working for yourself. And yet, I went onto a message board at the weekend, yesterday, for some advice about something. And I went on there for a completely different thing. It was a financial advice. And I gave a little bit of background of my current situation and everything, and I mentioned the home education and was talking about a couple of things. And I said that, you know, we've had a bit of a tight 3 months and we haven't done as much as we would normally do, haven't got out as much as we would normally do, and we've had a bit of I've been a bit bleh for the last few months. I just had a bad winter this year. So I was talking about that, and all of a sudden, from this board that supposedly don't bash you, as they put, all of a sudden they've come back and it's like I'm getting all these comments about how I am damaging my children. I'm damaging my sons because we haven't been talking to dozens of men and children and adults of various, you know, mixture of people every single day. It's just crazy. Excuse me, I've got a hair tickle in my face. It is mad to think that you have to do that, and it isn't a natural situation. And I just got bashed, and I got myself into the situation that I hate doing, of feeling like I had to justify what I'm doing. And I sent back this really long email, or message rather, posted a really long message explaining everything. And I kind of kicked myself afterwards for getting into it. I should have just said, yeah, it's okay, whatever, if that's what you want to think, and just left it, let it go. But I didn't. I got into big justifications of it. Now, at the end of the day, everybody socialises to a level that they're comfortable with, unless they are forced into an environment where they have to socialise. And yes, I agree that it makes them learn to mix with other people and everything, but is that a positive way to learn it? Wouldn't it be better to let them choose to mix with large numbers or different people in the environment that they want to, doing the things that they want to do? Why do they have to be forced through that for years at school, then grow up into adults who are frustrated and have big issues sometimes from how they were treated at school? Because let's face it, when you're forced into an environment you don't want to be in, you're not comfortable in the first place, and then to have people treating you badly, teasing, bullying and things like that, or even just being confined into an environment where you feel that you can't be yourself, you can't express yourself or ask the questions you want to, or just be you, or even just be. I mean, I would hate now to be in an environment where there's all that noise and all those people around, and lots of children and adults are highly sensitive and don't like all that. And as an adult, I don't go out and stand in a room full of 30 people all the time. I choose who I want to spend time with and when I want to spend time with. And from a working point of view, that's not the environment I would want to work in either. So why do we force our children to do that? Don't know. Why do people force their children into schools to do that? Yeah, I know some children love it. I'm not saying that everybody's going to be that way. Some children love school, love the environment and love the social side of it, and it's great and everything. But just because we've taken children out of school to educate them at home doesn't mean to say that they're not getting any socialisation. If anything, I think home educated children have a much broader socialisation, far more diverse, and they're used to communicating with people on all levels. I go out and my children talk to people of every age, every colour, every shape, every type. They're not afraid of somebody for how they look. And they will make conversation with anybody. Obviously, they have guidance on safety, but they will make conversation with anybody and have a sensible conversation with anybody of any age. And yet, invariably, their friends that are in a school environment still struggle to have a normal conversation with an adult. Who's got socialisation problems? The kids at school or the home ed kids? I've yet to find anybody that can show me a home educated child that, no, that, I'm going to scrap that. I was going to say that doesn't have a good socialisation skills. I've just got completely off track now. I've forgotten what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I was going to say most home educated children have excellent socialisation skills, social skills even. I really have gone off track now. But that isn't necessarily true, because obviously there are children who have a big issue with socialisation, and that's one of the reasons that some children are home educated, because they really aren't happy in that environment, especially highly sensitive children. Anyway, I've completely and utterly waffled today. Wasn't what I intended to do. I just wanted to have a quick video about the socialisation, the big S word. So I'm going to go now. I shall be back soon to talk some more when I can talk some more sense. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.